All right, Coach, can you just start off with an opening comment on today's game, and then we'll take some questions.
Well, obviously, I'm very excited about the play of our team today. We feel like we've been in just about every game this last month and had chances to win. Lost to North Carolina our last game by 2. And young players are growing up, and we're learning how to not just how to win a game, but how to prepare to win a game. And we had a bye week, and so we had a long break, and then we came back after it. And I really think you're starting to see better play out of our post players, our young freshman post players. But this is a special game for a lot of special reasons, and obviously, one of the things we talked about with our team all week long was, how important this game was in so many different aspects, and how important it was that we came in and we represented not only ourselves and our team, but the ACC and Kay Yow's legacy and all the things she stood for. And a lot of the players on my team didn't have the opportunity to compete against Kay Yow, so it was up to me to make sure that I shared with them what a special person she was and what a special what the impact she had on our game. And I really felt like today we played with a lot of toughness and a lot of heart, and hopefully it was a great game to watch, and it was a great game to celebrate the life of a really special person.
What was the mood in the locker room after you had lost the lead?
It's just we're such a young team that I don't know that we figured out what the mood should be yet. I mean, it's one of those things where, we think we have a chance to win every game, and we just keep plugging away. And, people ask me all the time, is it hard to get this team up after they lose a couple close games? And it's really not, because we're hungry. The returners have won at a high level for a period of 3 years, and they understand that we're better than what our record shows, and we're excited about the ACC tournament. We're excited about that opportunity. Because we know that we're continuing to get better every day, and that's the goal of this year. We're in a transition year. We turned this team over 13 players in a year, so we're in a transition year, and I really feel like we're starting to form some leadership, and our inside game is what's really come on strong in the last couple weeks.
How good a player is Sydney when she really has her game at the top like today?
Well, I mean, I think you saw it in the NCAA tournament, over here in Chapel Hill. I mean, when she's playing at that level, she's hard to stop. And, she had a game like that at Virginia. She had a game like that tonight. I think that when she plays at a level that high, she elevates the level of her teammates.
Your endurance, it looked like your endurance on the defense and the presses and the traps was maintaining itself for 40 minutes, or did slight lapses, obviously, for. What did you feel about the defensive play?
Well, looking back at our first game, we learned a lot from the first game we played them, because when we could score and get in our presses, they were 5 for 19. What hurt us the first time we played them, we took too many quick shots. We had the lead, 10-point lead. We took too many quick shots, and they got transition baskets. And one of the things we were able to take away today was their transition baskets. Number 2, Lanique Brown, I believe it is, she has done a tremendous job since they played us the first time of pushing the ball in transition and creating layups for them. And I thought today one of the things we focused on in this week we had was taking away their transition. And I think that we did a fairly decent job of that. But I thought our presses caused them some problems, as their press caused us some problems.
Coach, the other obvious difference from the first game was Kastanek and Burke combining for 41 in the first game. In this game, Kastanek has 9 points and Burke doesn't even score at all. What adjustments did you make defensively to basically reduce their...
Well, we should have talked about number 1, I guess, more. But, one of the things we focused on coming into this game, we knew we had to take, Burke's, we had to limit her touches. And Kastanek, you always feel like she's going to get hers, so you got to limit everybody else because she works so hard. It's hard to match her intensity level on both ends. And, I really felt like she played hard. She did what she does, but when other people are scoring around her, it makes her harder to guard. And I think tonight she didn't have anybody taking that pressure off of her, except for, obviously, Coleman, and that step back is deadly. Obviously, when she's on, that's hard to guard. And but I thought that when they have an inside, I think the thing that beat us the first time was our inside scoring. And if you look at their 2 post players, they combined for 44 points the first time they played us. And I thought that fact that we were able to take that away was the difference in the game.
Sydney, what do you think happened after halftime, after you had lost that big lead and going behind?
We just came together as a team and just said, just stay together, stay focused, don't give up, just keep playing hard, and everything will just fall into place. We knew they was gonna make runs because the game is full of runs, but they made their run, and we just came back, kept fighting.
And what do you do to overcome the kind of emotion they have on their side? If I respected Coach Al, but she was their coach. So they had maybe a lot more emotion going into the game. Right.
We just stay calm. Everybody, just play their role. Just stay calm. Basically, don't let all the excitement and all the noise and everything that's going on distract you. Just keep focused and just focus on the game plan and execute.
How much does the week in preparation allow you guys to catch your breath and really reset for a battle pretty well of almost evenly matched teams playing tough front-end ACC schedules and then really trying to make a run towards the tournament?
I felt the week it was really good for for us physically and mentally, and we had really 2 good days of practice, and it showed in the game. We were focused and we were hungry. We knew that this was going to be a tough game to play at NC State. Since K.I. was the former coach, and there was going to be a lot of emotion, but we just stay focused and just focus on the game plan and put it together.
Coach, is Jackson hurt?
No, no, she was suspended for violation of team rules for 3 games, and then she was able to come back against in North Carolina. And in that period of time, things happen and players grow, and things change, and that's why you got to do the right things. And like I said, this is a transition year where I'm trying to teach my young team and my young players that there's a certain way we're going to do things in this program, and that we've won because not with special offenses and defense, but with special people. And it's really important that they understand that now, because going down the stretch a year from now, I'm not going to have the same excuse that we're young. A year from now, I'm going to be expected to win, and it's one of those things where they've got to learn it now. And she's a tremendous talent and a tremendous kid, and I'm hoping that down the stretch, here going into the ACC tournament, we'll have a chance to be able to use her talents.
Coach, you've talked all year. You said that this team will be playing its best basketball in February and March. Is today's game kind of an indication of what you thought was capable?
Yeah, we started playing really well. We got that win in overtime against Wake. We beat Virginia on the road, but then we dropped a game to Virginia Tech at home, and that's just by 2 points. And then we lose to North Carolina by 2 points at home. So it's just indicative of a young team. We've got to understand how to finish out games. And I thought today, the fact that we had that big lead, then they made their run, and we had another lead, they made a run. I think we're starting to learn that. But again, we're a young team. We lose 1 player next year. So it's a team, one senior that's playing. And so it's a team where we're finding ourselves. Unfortunately for us, we're going to be playing our best basketball when our season ends. So it's going to be an interesting transition from this year to next year.
Because the conference just had a lot of unpredictability this year, you think?
I think it's just a really interesting conference, because even the teams that are at the bottom of the standings, most of the teams at the bottom of the standings are experienced veteran teams. You look at NC State, you look at Virginia Tech, you look at all those teams are Wake Forest. They are all seniors and juniors. I think NC State played 1 freshman today. I started 3 freshmen. It's a situation where those teams on the bottom are so dangerous against a young team because they're experienced.
Any other questions? Thanks.